Hey there, just a quick little update. I already did half this video and now I'm redoing it because I ran out of space on my phone yet again. It's hilarious. So I'll take two here. So I've just been doing a little weekend work and some work in the past couple of weeks. I thought I'd do an update. One of the things is this little thing here. Essentially, you can see where this line was. That's where it ended originally, right against the edge here. And for some reason, it was just bothering me. And so I took a little piece of pink foam, sprayed it, stuck it here, a little piece of foam core there. And for some reason, it just completes it a little bit. It gives it a little breathing room. And so I think what I'm going to end up doing is painting both of these the same color and then redoing some of this work because this is really sloppy anyway. So yeah, but it's nice. It's like it finishes it off a little bit for me. And then once this is painted, I'm going to paint this black. It'll be nice. It'll kind of be floating there. So that's thing one. I also took a little time to zoom in here and put these people on this platform in the background because I had this station platform back here with no people and it was just bothering me. So I changed that. So that's nice. Back here, you can't even really see, there's a parking lot that I worked on. That's on my blog, or will be on my blog. Um, and that's really nice, a little parking area for the station. When I worked on it, I detailed it out. You can't even really see it. But I spent a lot of time doing stairs and all this kind of stuff. And then I realized it's way in the back. He's like behind these buildings. You don't even really see it, but I know it's there and I can get some shots eventually of it. So I did that. I also took some time and started doing some sidewalk stuff. This is cardstock sidewalk. It's a little too thick, and I think I need to hit it again with some weathering. But essentially, I just dropped these buildings right on. I drew lines for the sidewalk, and I'll weather it up a little bit. But it's a pretty decent first pass, I think. And it makes a world of difference to see these sidewalks with people on them. It just really kind of sets the buildings in there. I did this one out of styrene, and I think this is actually the right height. It's just a slight difference, but this could just be a larger one. I'm okay with that. And the styrene works really well as well. And again, we have more people in the layout. I have some hero people, and then I have some kind of cheapy people I got from China that you have to kind of go in and do a little repaint on them a little bit. But it's worth it because the price point is pretty good. I got 200 of those for I think $20 or something. So that's not bad. And then there's another styrene version here with more people, a little soda machine. And then a little area in the back here that's going to have like a little green area, little fountain. I spent a little time tweaking the overall city area here. And I like the way it's working. I moved some buildings around for round 17 of moving buildings around. And then if we dive under here, what I'm going to do, I got these wires to address. They're all going to be, tidied up. But I spent some time on getting my switches worked out. So I have some switch action going, specifically for these guys in the back. Some of these I could move manually, and then some are really hard to reach. So I dialed in the switches there. I also did this little scene back here. I'll zoom in a little bit. Just basically, I had some open space where here and here, and it was bothering me because it was like this little bit of track was kind of just hanging off just a little off the edge, and so I just basically put in a couple of pieces of pink foam back here, painted them up, and then I carved out a little section and dropped in this little detail. It's one of the things I had seen when perusing Google Earth Japan, and it's just creates a little depth and makes it look like it actually goes somewhere back there. So I did that. I also addressed this finally. This was This is a unitrack, a uniplate, and it was just stopped off there. So I dropped in this little piece of pink foam, and then built this out of styrene. And it's, it's not bad. It needs a little detailing. I'm going to paint it today. And so that kind of finishes that off a little bit, which is a much nicer look. When you get in here, it's like, yay, it actually looks like it's going to go somewhere. And so I'm going to address all the roads and all that later. I did a little tweak on this. This guy was just kind of sitting on the deck, and so I put this up a little higher, mainly so that in the back, the loading dock could be accessible, which is great. This I'm going to address too. It's like a little road that's going to go off. Basically, the idea is it goes off and comes around to here, but I'm not going to do that. And so I put some styrene in here, a little walkway area, little stairs, and that will be painted up today as well. Here's the other side of the sidewalk. Again, looking much better with some sidewalk in there. I addressed these buildings back here. I moved the parking back in this area. Again, I like it better back there. Played around with some buildings, building structures. This guy was in the back. I moved him forward again. So I'm going to detail him up, put some more of this kind of detail on. This guy needs something as well. Something going on there. That's another building I got from China. What else have I done? Little details, a little more people in here. Chit-chatting. And I think that's about it. So today, what I want to do is I want to hit this with paint. I want to hit this guy with paint. Get back here and paint up these areas that are still plywood, just to get them flat. Do a little gray action back there. Have to figure out what I'm going to do with that section back there. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with this road area, but that's for later. Now that I move those other buildings out of the way, I have this section to kind of deal with too. So might be another building here, might be a little park. We can see this better now because I had buildings in front of it and couldn't see it at all. And I'm going to detail this area up a little bit more. So yeah, it's, moving along. And I had a whole weekend this weekend of hobby stuff. So I got a lot done, which was a lot of fun. And I kind of feel like I got my batteries recharged, which is nice. So yeah, just a little update. And I'll provide more updates later. I don't think there's anything else that has been done since the last video. Still looking from up here, you can still see that super white sidewalk that I did not paint at all. I just dropped in there, so I'm going to have to address that, but we'll address that soon. And I think that's about it. So for now, thank you for watching, and I'll provide more updates later.